From the earliest days of this republic, Maryland has played a central role, a pivotal role. The founding fathers, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Madison, the cobblestones and the bricks of this place, the dome and the beams of this state capitol were things that were very familiar to them. So the early Articles of Confederation were debated here. Washington returned his authority over the army back to the representatives of the people here in this place. And our state was founded for the purpose of religious freedom and religious liberty. And for some reason, Maryland has always continued to play a pivotal role in our country's unfolding history. And that's what makes it so exciting to walk these streets. I mean, we are, as a little city, as a capital city, we're a threshold really looking into America's past, but at the same time, with the United States Naval Academy and young people from throughout our country coming here to train and to serve, we're also a threshold into America's future. I think if there's one thing that people should know about our state, it is that we are really an America in miniature. We have a variety not only of geography, but a variety in terms of the diversity of our people. And we are a state that's also very, very close to the largest estuary in these United States, and that is the natural beauty of the Chesapeake Bay. The Chesapeake Bay is not only the soul of Maryland, as I think Mencken once described it, but the Chesapeake Bay is also a tremendous natural resource for Maryland. There are so many jobs and livelihoods that depend upon a healthy, functioning Chesapeake Bay. I mean, from the seafood to the recreational, watercraft and everything that goes with that sort of eco and cultural tourism. The Chesapeake Bay is a priceless treasure for our state. There are huge challenges that face us with regard to restoring the health of the Chesapeake Bay. I once heard someone describe the work of restoring the health of the Chesapeake Bay in this way. He said it's like trying to walk up an escalator that's more and more rapidly pulling in a downward direction. And that downward direction is caused primarily by the huge population growth, the built design, just by tradition, blacktops and surfaces that accelerate that stormwater runoff. It's also the exponential effect of septic systems and more people using older sewer systems. All of these things, along with the agricultural runoff from fertilizer on farmlands, all of these things are the big causes of the degradation of the bay.
What would you say is the biggest economic driver?
The leading sectors in Maryland's innovation economy are life science, biotech, IT and cybersecurity, space, aerospace, and also because of our geography, our centrality in this whole East Coast and our connections of port and rail and highway, we're also a real logistical center. So the Port of Baltimore is huge, and trade is also a big part of what makes Maryland's economy go. So you see a lot of these jobs created around terrific institutions of innovation and science and security, places like NIH, places like Johns Hopkins. Also, when it comes to IT and cybersecurity, the National Security Administration is located in the heart of our state, which is why we're the epicenter really for cybersecurity and all of its private sector applications to the financial industry, to energy, grids, and the like.
And finally, what's next for you?
I don't know what's next for me. I have 18 months to finish out as strong as we possibly can. And my instructions to cabinet members is that we're going to run through the tape at the finish line here. And these next 18 months, for all of the austerity and the $8 billion in cuts that we've had to make, these next 18 months could well be the most effective that any of us have in public service. So we're going to make the very most of them.